What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Thursday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott and it's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. Quick rundown today. Bank of England will use Interledger. Bank of England will use XRP. So will the rest of the central banks. The proof's out there if you don't watch what they say and watch the documents are passing between each other. They're clearly withholding a lot of information when they go in to the mainstream media and they do all these meetings and they're speaking in code, even at Davos and the World Economic Forums and all the rest of it. But if we come to the FinTech Accelerator Proof of Concept, Bank of England, Ripple exploring the synchronized settlement of payments using the Interledger protocol. Now just go to Google after this video and type in Bank of England Interledger API and you'll get a load of stuff, and that's one of them, the Accelerator Proof of Concept. Many people have been through this, but I think they've missed something at the bottom, or not them have missed it, the community has missed it. So let's rifle through this. The Bank of England's FinTech Accelerator works with innovative firms, new technologies. In its proof of concept, we wanted to explore the synchronized movement of two different currencies in two different simulated real-time gross settlement systems using the Interledger protocol. This is Bank of England telling you that they wanted to do two synchronized payments in two different systems using ILP. The bank has also recently started a program. This PDF's hard to read, man. It's small writing, mate. Right, the bank has also recently started a program of work to replace its UK real-time gross settlement service. RTGS is where the financial institutions hold their sterling bank accounts. Like any account holder, these institutions can store balances, reserves in these accounts, or use them to make payments. The Bank of England has been operating RTGS since 1996 to provide a safe and immediate way for banks to exchange payments. Since 2006, it has been paying interest on services held in RTGS to support the implementation of monetary policy as set by the Monetary Policy Committee. The vision for the renewed service is set out in the RTGS blueprint clickable hyperlink document published May 2017. In that vision, the bank explained that it planned to introduce new functionality to support the synchronization of cash movements made in detail. The cash movements made in RTGS with the movement of cash and assets held in other systems in the next generation of RTGS. In the vision, the bank explained that it planned to introduce new functionality to support the synchronization of cash movements. Stage 1, cross-border payment, cash movements. Keep saying it, phase 1, step 1. Made in RTGS with the movement of cash and assets held in other systems in the next generation of RTGS. So the assets are the next generation of RTGS, moving assets, not just money and cash. More detailed analysis of the benefits and costs of the different technical options was, however, required. This proof of concept formed part of the analytical process. Excuse me. It should be noted that the bank's proof of concept process is simply segregated. It is completely segregated from the core systems, does not use any core systems code, and uses a simulated RTGS system to explore the features we are interested in. The proof of concept focused on high-value cross-border payment scenario in which transactions in two different currencies are executed simultaneously in two different simulated RTGS systems that could represent two different countries. Our key objective were determining whether the Interledger protocol could provide a suitable technical solution to the scenario. Exploring situations in which the synchronized settlement process should not complete, for example, where the lack of available liquid, where there is lack of available liquidity to make the payment, to understand potential ways of responding, building understanding of the technical challenges associated with both synchronization and the Interledger protocol. You know, if only there was like on-demand liquidity for the protocol. Ooh. The Ripple solution utilised by the bank was built around the open source Interledger protocol that enables payments to be made across different ledgers and networks across the world. A ledger is essentially a file used to record transactions measured in terms of monetary unit of account. The solution used Ripple Connect, which acted as the interface that enables an institution's internal systems to integrate with the Ripple network. This means that payment instructions can be sent and received, and the state of the payments can be queried. The solution also utilized the ILP validator network, which coordinates the settlement of payments between the transacting ledgers, and is the source of truth regarding the success or failure of such payments. When successfully integrated, the Ripple solution with 2 simulated RTGS systems hosted in the cloud and demonstrated that we could process successful cross-border payments across 2 RTGS systems simultaneously. We also demonstrated in an attempt cross-border payment that failed validation on the receiving side would not be honored. The next steps, the proof of concept was useful exercise to develop the bank's understanding of synchronization and possible technical solutions. The key learning points were: the Interledger protocol was able to support synchronization of payments between 2 simulated RTGS systems. Excuse me. That the ILP validator created a single source of truth between 2 ledgers, eliminating the need for separate processes such as mutual reconciliation between separate ledgers. That cross-border payments, when applied to wholesale markets, present different challenges than when compared to retail and corporate transactions, which a Ripple product is designed to handle. The availability of liquidity is one such challenge, and the POC allowed the bank and Ripple to begin exploring these questions. I'm pretty sure they know damn well about XRP. They know damn well they could put Ripple, have another solution, on-demand liquidity. You know, the only thing is, this was earlier. Not earlier than the creation of ODL, but that was a couple of years ago, basically, when XRapid was still XRapid. They want as many corridors to do a simulation. But at the end of the day, when you hear, oh, look at the light there now, we're approaching summer, guys. When you hear the Bank of England talking about synchronization, talking about Interledger, again, you don't hear them talking about it, but they're passing the information in the document. So you tell me what's happening, because that sounded a lot to me like Bank of England are going to use Interledger protocol. They've already been testing with it. They've been doing simulations, running simulations on how to use XRPL with ILP, because what's the Ripple solution? You're testing ILP with the Ripple solution. It means you're testing ILP with XRPL and RippleNet. There's nothing else it can really mean. So, Bank of England using Ripple solution and ILP, connecting by APIs, same as every other central bank and every other bank will do, and every other institution and every other blockchain that builds their own network is going to have an ILP API, just like you've read from the Bank of England. So they're all synchronized together. Don't know how many times I have to tell people, guys. Yeah, we know. Just some people deny it, but that's all we're going to do, innit, guys? We're going to live long and we're going to hodl. Oh yeah. Right, off to get inducted on this new job for next week. Can't even find me gloves and goggles, so don't even think I'll be allowed on today to have a look at it, but we'll get sorted for next week. You know the script, guys. Bank of England will use ILP, have already tested ILP simulations, the lot. We love it. We love crypto, we love XRP, we love IOV, and we love you. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Health and happiness to you and yours. Stay safe, stay well, get happy. Love ya. Peace.